when the frost creeps in each morn. It's a special time when all things rhyme and football season is born. So we'll pack our trunk, wish for luck, then head out on our way to mid-PA on an autumn day to a Penn State football game. And we'll sing, ah-ho, 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 we're Penn State proud. We'll sing it loud. Come join the crowd.
It's the 75th edition of Homecoming at Penn State, and they are packed into Beaver Stadium as here come the Nittany Lions, a top-ranked team in the nation. And Frisbees are back in the thick of things as far as a possible bowl bid in the Big Ten. Your comments, and we'll look forward to the Collins and Carter, the CNC football factory. They'll make you sweat and they'll make you move. They are leading this high, potent Penn State offense. And Jack Arute will be along in a moment with more on Kerry Collins as we return to Beaver State. Won the toss, deferred. Ohio State will receive as Brett Conway will kick it off. And back deep, Joey Galloway, number 7, Sean Springs, number 24.
Two real gifted athletes there. I'll tell you.
There's John Cooper, the head coach.
Sean Hollis, the offensive coordinator.
Lights are on here at Beaver Stadium as Joe Paterno, 29th year at Penn State. I'll tell you what, these fans have been coming here since about, what, noon yesterday. Getting ready for this game. They are fired up, and so are we as we're underway. Good kickoff. Galloway will down it in the end zone, and there's your quarterback. That's Galloway in motion. They said they wanted to get him the football. Galloway will run it, and he is dropped for a loss at the 19-yard line by Yeboah-Kodie. As we take a look at that defensive line of linebackers for the Nittany Lions. Mazik is 51, Claire 89. Yeboah-Kodie's a dandy. Gelheiser, their leading tackler. Smith, their leading sack man. Pittman, Holes will hit you. Herring's the free safety, and then Miller, the other cornerback. Second down, about 10 and a half. The first down for the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Hoying on the play action will roll the other way, and Galloway is wide open at the 26-yard line. Play action again. Hoying hangs in the pocket, thrown downfield, thrown in between two men. 53 for the Buckeyes. Scott Lynch that really came down and got a hit. And look at this passing efficiency for Kerry Collins, 192.4, and if that would maintain that number through the rest of the year, it would be the highest in history since they started keeping that stat in '79. McMahon has the best. Whitman is the big fullback. Ki-Jana Carter can break the big play. Brady is a terrific blocking tight end. And then you see the bodyguards. Kevin Costner would be envious of that group. Only 3 sacks allowed this year by the Penn State offensive line as Carter, the native of Westerville, Ohio, gets it across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Ohio State, second down and 3 from the 34. Carter's got it again, and he had Whitman in front of him. Carter nearly to midfield, and finally across midfield to the 49-yard line. He had the big man, John Whitman. Losses to Washington and Illinois on 1st and 10. The play action by Collins going to the outside. He's got his receiver over there. That was Freddie Scott. Sean Springs, the redshirt freshman. 1st and 10, 33-yard line. Carter has it, follows his blockers up the middle. Inside the 48 points a game on the play action. Collins will come near side and finds the big fullback, John Whitman. And Whitman will battle you down to the 26. Penn State's been great on 3rd down this year. 53% conversion rate on a 3rd and 3 from the 26. And Collins with some pressure that time, chased out of the pocket. He'll run it, and he has the first down at the 20-yard line. That's Scott in motion. Pass and incomplete. The intended receiver was Whitman. Motion to the near side. Carter on the counter. Ki-Jana Carter. Touchdown.
Pulling and leading through on the linebacker. Counteracts. See 53 pull. Later on, we'll show you what he really does on this one. There's a nice shot. There's that knockdown. You give that man that much room, he's going to score.
1st and 10, 35-yard line. That's Jones, the tight end, in motion. Pitch it back to Eddie George. Not much room to run as he gets about 37-yard line. Just over 10 minutes to go. First quarter. Hoying looking for Galloway. Got it. Joey Galloway. Galloway, they fake to him. Look out. Hoying is nailed from the backside. Looked like Todd Atkins, 58.
From the left side of your screen, you're going to see it comes. The protection broke down completely. No one even touched him. That's not a sack. That's a bag.
Only 39 sacks a year ago. Second down and 20 now, as Hoying will go quickly to the near side, and that's Buster Tillman. Hoying eludes one man. Now he finds his man. That's Eddie George, who's come out of the backfield. That's going to be a couple of yards shy. Sualua was the motion man. They throw it to Galloway underneath, and he's got the first down to the 30. Eddie George might get 2. Second and 9 from the 29. Hoying with plenty of time, and he goes down the middle. Pass is completed at the 23-yard down and 3 from the 23-yard line. Quick drop by Hoying. He is nailed just as he released it. Todd Atkins, once again, the man that came busting through, a 6'3", 244-pounder.
Linebackers lined up in tight, freeze it, and he will stunt out, and Atkins will come underneath. He gets the pressure. They did not get it picked up properly. Tough right there. See that? Boom, right lunchtime. He causes the incomplete pass.
That's exactly right. And it's off the upright. It's Freddie Scott in motion. Whitman gets the football, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage.
He says, no, I don't even know that the wrap is there.
On a 3rd and 9, they'll swing it out to Carter. No problem catching it there, and he should have the
4.5 seconds. That's a return-type ball right there. See, he can make yards with that thing.
Galloway from the 27-yard line trying to get to the outside. Good job by the Penn State specials, what you've been doing. 1st and 10 from the 39. Eddie George breaks a couple of tackles. Look at this man run across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. They'll give it to Eddie George again, and he was across midfield to the 48. Penn State leads it 7-0. Hoying on the option. Tucks it in. Gets it inside the 40 to the 2nd and 1. Eddie George has got room on the right side as he's inside the 3rd line. 2:25 left to go, first quarter. Play action again. Hoying coming back now to Eddie George, and nobody's fooled there as he's dropped at the 41-yard line. Down and 18 for the Buckeyes. Play action, and Hoying's going to take off with it. Now he shovels it to Eddie George, who wasn't even looking.
He's coming off the field.
And a penalty marker is thrown. What happened there, Dick Vermeil?
Came off the field. He might have pulled a hamstring. He was hurt. Most of the time in my coaching experience, Roger, when I've seen something like that, it's a hamstring pull.
Turned his ankle. He twisted it around, so what the trainers are going to do is they're going to tape it externally and try and give him a little bit more support.
They have to have him, Roger.
Loss of down on that illegal pass. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down and 22. Hoying throwing it downfield. Galloway over his head. Inside the 20, Tony Pittman was back. That was Mike Archie standing back at the 10. Scott Paterno to punt it.
Nice job.
Boy, nice high kick there. Good bounce if one of the Buckeyes can find it. Boy, terrific punt inside the 5 by Scott Paterno. Thinking the injuries go away, he's got a future. On 2nd and 8, that's the big fullback, John Whitman, 6'3", 240-pounder. The ball was loose, and Penn State's got it. They got it. Pass completed at the 25-yard line, but stacked at 3rd down and 2. Carter's got it, trying the left side. He has got the first down. Look at him drag that tackler across the 35.
Now all defensive. Watch defensive linemen. They're sliding to the right. See him sliding to the right there? They had the right call on. They just got some good block at the point. Now that kind of power, that strong legs. Boy, he's tough.
I'll tell you what, 6 yards per rushing attempt. Beautiful fake by Collins. Looking down the middle. Wide open is Freddie Scott. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, that was Archie in the slot to the near side as Collins going in between. He finds Bobby Ingram. Down to the 25-yard line where Springs make the tackle as they find Ingram for the first time today.
Back straight in there. The offensive line all doing a good job. They picked up the sun. Freeze it right there. Now look, no white jerseys around him. Most quarterbacks will throw a completed pass if you're a good college quarterback in that situation.
Ball down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, and Collins to go to the air again to his tight end, Kyle Brady. Look at the big man inside the 5 to the 4. Carter up the middle. Still battling. He gets down to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and goal from the 1, and Ki-Jana Carter's got it, and he has got another touchdown. Second touchdown of the day.
Did a good job. See that nice hook block right there by Brady. There's the good kick out by Millen. He walks in.
Those are 2 terrific balls. Buckeyes of Ohio State as he's checking off at the line of scrimmage.
He sees that double zone coverage.
They'll give it to Eddie George, and he was very tentative that time. You see that 75-pound true freshman who's carried the ball 51 times for 182 yards is in the game as Hoying will roll it out and finds his receiver. That's Terry Brown. Hoying slips, but he's got plenty of time looking for Galloway. He's got it.
Oh, they called him out of bounds.
They called him out of bounds. Boy, Galloway's leading the Buckeyes 14-0. Ki-Jana Carter a couple of touchdown runs, and on 1st and 10 from the 29, Kerry Collins will go to his tight end. That ball was tipped. Brady comes up with a catch, and he leans across the 40 to the 42-yard line. He didn't finish. 2nd and 10 from the 41. They pitch it to Archie. Now they give it back around to Freddie Scott. And Scott is not there.
Here comes the blitz.
3rd down and 8. Collins going downfield. Got his receiver, Bobby Ingram. Tackled from behind at the 31-yard line by Greg Bellis.
Middle of your screen. Here they come after. Styles coming after. Safety Tito Paul coming in there. Good protection. Good poise by the quarterback. And throws it accurately. That's what he has to do against that tight man to coverage.
Hey, Dick, he's average as Mike Archie gets it up the middle. And Archie down to the 22-yard line, about a yard shy of the 1st down. Craig Powell, and took convincingly. Down to the line.
They got an 8-man front up there right now. That means 1-on-1 coverage.
Collins puts a touch on it. Touchdown, Bobby Ingram. Marlon Kerner was on the coverage, and the officials running over to that corner to try to see if he had possession.
Nice job because he got the 8-man front defense. See, he turns back. He knows what the defense is. He sets up good protection again, and he throws the perfect strike to the left corner of the end zone. And that is a tough ball to throw accurately. You're just what you want for a 1-on-1 situation if you can pick up the blitzes. They pick it up well enough. But right there, freeze it right there. He made a little stick move right there, froze the safety, and then he went to the corner. Really a nice job of running that corner move by Bobby Ingram and throwing right where it had to be thrown.
Dick, Ohio State's got some work in front of them. Their top rusher, Eddie George, has got the bad ankle. See just 2 minutes and 39 seconds on that scoring drive as Hoying on play action on 1st and 10, and the pass is dropped. The pass is dropped. Plus, he'll be talking with Gene Stallings, the head coach at Alabama. On 3rd and 9, Bobby Hoying has not completed a 3rd down play, and he still hasn't as he's dumped inside the 15-yard line. Eric Clare.
Get it away, man to man. They just covered the receivers. No place to go with the football. See, he looks, he wants to throw. He's not open. I can't throw the football. Bang! Give the credit to the coverage.
He had some time there with Mike Archie back at his own 40. Should get pretty good field position. Turner hits a good one. Had the wind to his back. And look at Archie backing up to the 26-yard line. As Archie gets it to the 40. Nearly 100 yards more passing per game this year than last year. And it helps when you can have a guy 3rd and about a yard, and flying high over the top that time was Brian Milne, the 6'3", 250-pounder from Waterford, Pennsylvania. And that's a 1st down for Penn State. 4:18. Milne was the 1993 NCAA discus champion. He's a great story. He's battled back from some devastating illnesses and feels like he'll be in contention at the 96 Hodgkin's disease, and had a spleen removed, and Feels like he's got a chance at making
that. He's healthy.
Yeah. he's a battler, but he feels like he's got a chance at making the Olympics in '96 as a discus thrower. First and 10 from the 48. Collins firing downfield. What a catch! Beautiful catch by Bobby Ingram. One-handed grab at the 36-yard line.
Wow. That's a money catch. Come draft time. Believe me.
That's big time. That's a BT.
Holy mackerel.
That is big time.
That's another reason. Look at that right there. All the way back there. Left hand brings it in. That's another reason Kerry Collins' stats are so much improved. One more look. We got to see that again. Look at this.
Might have even been deflected at the line of scrimmage a little bit. Ingram, 4 receptions, 75 yards, and look who's got it! Touchdown! Ki-Jana Carter. 36 yards on his 3rd touchdown run of the day. And Dick, we talked earlier, what would Penn State need to do to maintain the top ranking in the nation? And we both said, well, they would just have to destroy Ohio State.
They run the eye toss over here. They're going to get a nice block here. They're going to get the kick-out block by the fullback. They're got it. Boom, there's the kick right there. He leans right back up inside. There's the crack up further. Wow.
We are seeing an offensive machine here today, folks. They never made anything this good in Detroit. Carter, 13 carries, 113 yards, and the 3 touchdowns at the 18-yard line. Penn State leads it 28-0, and that's Jermon Jackson, the other true freshman, across the 20 at the 24-yard line. 2:44 left to go first half. As
Looks like they're going to pressure. At least they're bluffing. Yeah, here they come.
Coyne throws it near side, and the catch made at the 30-yard line. Nice reception right there. Catch made by Buster Tillman. What a great run he has had here in Happy Valley. On first and 10 from the 31, Coyne trying to go downfield, and he slipped. Do they call it an interception? Yes, they do. Brian Miller, number 34, the left corner.
Comes right in the middle of your screen. That's not an interception. I think that was cradled in the turf. I really do. Hey, take one more look.
Yeah, it looked like a bounce, didn't it? Watch, see it.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes back up right there.
Yeah.
Let's play. Let's see what happens this time as Freddie Scott will get it across midfield. So they'll hurry up now. 1:23 left to go in the first half. Penn State's got all 3 of their timeouts left. 28-0. Collins pumps once. Look at that. He drills it into Bobby Ingram at the 34-yard line, coming your way as Penn State hurry up. And once again, Ingram at the 20-yard line. And this, folks, is a clinic.
It's like stealing.
Yep.
It's a football clinic right now as we're witnessing.
This looks like their practice on Thursday is what it looks like.
You know, when you apply some pressure and you still...
First and 10, 20-yard line. As Milne gets a handoff. Look at him just run over people down to the 15-yard line. Split backs for Kerry Collins and the Nittany Lions to Mike Archie. Touchdown! What a catch by Mike Archie! We have seen 2 spectacular catches here today by Bobby Ingram and Mike Archie. And I'm a believer this is the best football team in the country.
I got to go along with that. I haven't seen any better, believe me. What a great catch. Now, this is a running back. They use him on the passing downs, and he's a little guy at 5'8", but he can leap. Wow, he gets up there and gets that one on Tim Paterno.
Yeah, Paterno was going head hunting too, and he hung on to it. As
going to go here, and going to go short and long here, and he gets right here. Here he comes. Now watch this leap. Unbelievable. 5'8", and he jumped like a 6'5" guy.
And Hoyne has had all day to throw it. You know, Ohio State came into this game with 25 sacks, the most in the Big Ten. They haven't got anywhere near it. How's that passing efficiency doing right now? He might be over 200. He's gone off the charts. 10 from the 30-yard line. Ohio State with a couple of timeouts remaining. As Pepe Pearson, the freshman, will get the first down across the
play a true prevent.
Hoyne, plenty of time to throw it. He's got Galloway, and he drops the football. Yeah, that's a catch.
Coach told me he really came on in the second half of the Michigan State game.
3rd and 10. Hoyne's throwing it down the far side. The leap, and no, nearly intercepted by Brian Miller. He dropped the football. Terry Glenn was the intended receiver.
They're going to flop on. Watch it, fans.
And Collins will kneel down. It's been perfection for Penn State in the first half. It's been agony for Ohio State. 35-0. The top-ranked team in the nation leads it. The Prudential halftime report with John Saunders coming up. There's your score at halftime from Penn State. And Kerry Collins with 2 touchdown passes, and look at those passing yards, Dick. 212 yards in the first half for Collins.
Oh, yeah, and look at the total offense, 92 to 367. But what's amazing in there, it shows you how time of possession is unimportant if you're really executing offensively like that.
As Ohio State kicks it off to start the second half, Mike Archie up the near side. Awfully well.
Accurately, too.
1st and 10, 31-yard line. Freddie Scott in motion to the far side. Ki-Jana Carter gets busted right in the middle. Ball was loose. Ball was loose. And Ohio State comes up with it. And the freshman is the tailback.
Nice job by Sualua, too.
Hoyne throws near side and has got his receiver. That's Chris Sanders. On 1st and 10 from the 20. Hoyne on the option. Takes it inside the 15.
Inside the red zone.
2nd and 4 from the 14. Fake. Hoyne's got a man wide open. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown! Chris Sanders. And that's a short high kick. That's taken by Fletcher. And Ambrose Fletcher to the lead. Every time he touches the football on a running play. 2nd and 11 from the 41. Good pressure on Collins that time. Gets it to Mike Archie. Oh, he is nailed right at midfield by Tito Paul.
Did he mean it? They said, hey, Joe, they're playing. We like them. We don't want anything like that on our uniforms.
Thanks, Jack. And Freddie Scott's got the pass underneath. Scott is inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line with Tito Paul. 1st and 10, 17-yard line. They give it to Archie. With the hole, touchdown. Penn State leads the Buckeyes 42-6.
Break it back. The key to it is the block by the offensive center, Greeley, number 60 in the middle of your screen. Now freeze it right there. See, he's going to cut back, and Greeley walls off. Look at that cut, Roger. That's coaching.
And that's finishing by the player.
Finishing.
Huh? 1st and 10, 23-yard line. That's the freshman, Pepe Pearson. Boy, good hole there. He's got a first down as he gets up there. Hand off to Sualua. And he loses it on the touchdown pass to Sanders as Hoyne checks off at the line of scrimmage. Intercepted at midfield by Brian Miller, his 2nd pick of the day.
Excellent play. First off, they have audible against that front before. Brian Miller senses they're audibling quicker than the defender does. Here he is. Now the receiver should give him a little stick. That time, Buster didn't give him any kind of stick at all. That's Sanders, excuse me. He got to stick him out there.
Ki-Jana Carter still in the game.
And they still have
no, they still have a stop. 2nd and 5 from the 35. Archie again. Archie's got the first down. He's down to the 25-yard line among active coaches. Ki-Jana Carter on a 1st and 10 will follow the blockers left. He had Whitman out in front of him. Is the key word today as Collins goes to Archie. What a terrific catch. Goodness, Dick, that's the second fine catch he's made earlier for the touchdown. In that one, he had to go high to pull it in. They've won 30 of the last 33 on homecoming day on a 2nd and 8.
They're coming after him right now with everybody.
And they give it to Ki-Jana Carter. Touchdown! Number 4 on the afternoon.
Somebody must have left the gap open because they brought 8 people. They brought everybody, and he ran right by him. Bring the white jerseys. Here they come. Here they come, the linebackers. Steps right up inside. Nice block that time by John Whitman. He's the guy that sprung the play.
Here's Johnny Rogers with that football history. Speaking of Joey Galloway, they got him the football. And he is tackled at the 23-yard line. He does that too. 3rd down and 4 from the 22. Coyne, boy, he's got problems. Eludes a couple of tacklers. Now is brought down from behind by Jeff Perry. On a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Richardson, the new quarterback, will hand it to John Whitman and the big fullback. Look at him go to midfield. A gain of 12 in that play. 2nd and 14. And there's the arm you were talking about. Philip Collins makes the reception. It's close to the first and 10, 39-yard line. And Whitman getting a lot of ball carries here. Well, they just run it. Let's go 3rd quarter. Penn State leads it 49-6. On the play action, and look at it. He is nailed by, look like Finkus, 92. 3rd down and 19. Wally Richardson on the run, throws it out of bounds, and he is nailed at the 42. 4th down and 19. A high snap, and the punt sent downfield. And the fair catch at the 10, 11-yard line. That was Kenya who punted that last time for Penn State. So they try to throw the middle screen. Picked off.
Chris Mazik.
And touchdown.
Chris Mazik.
Yeah, Chris Mazik. Chris Mazik. National champions. And, of course, the people in Happy Valley have got that thought on their mind. A trip to the Rose Bowl and all the things that go along with it. As Jackson, backup quarterback Stanley Jackson, gets some playing time and going to get sacked. Back at the 42-yard line. Penalty marker.
Kids right now because they're banged up back there.
3rd down and 10. Jackson looking down to Sanders, and a nice play there. And I'll tell you, at the 29-yard line, jumping in motion to the near side. And a bunch of backups in the game. That's Stephen Pitts.
Well, Roger, before Bobby Hoying was bent over the center at Ohio State, it was this man, Kirk Herbstreit, who called the signals as quarterback. And now, Kirk, you want to take my job. You're a sideline announcer on radio. But have you ever seen domination from a team like what Penn State's doing to your team this day?
No, not at all. This is probably the best offense I've ever seen in my entire life of watching college football. I was just talking to you off the air. Reminds me of Jamel Holloway in Oklahoma. I mean, they could have scored any amount of points that they wanted to.
Let's hold on 1 second. We'll go to this play.
All right, on 2nd down and 3. Well, I'll tell you what, the offense just keeps going and going. Jason slowed the ball carrier. 3rd down and 14. Just ask Schembeckler about that. At the 37, pass completed to Ambrose Fletcher, 31-yard line.
Nice job.
Yeah, beautiful. Down at the 15, Kenya, the punter, from the 20-yard line. Quarterback Stanley Jackson, and he is stuffed. 3rd down and 7. Jackson looking to make, and that is about the 3rd time a Ohio State wide receiver has dropped the ball. That's Terry Glenn. And that's from inside the 10. Making the catch there, number 11, Chris Campbell. Campbell still on his feet. Campbell all the way inside the 20 to the 19. Penn State looks like they're going to get it in the 60s. And just a power running right up the middle. That's checked in a running back. He's got the football. Cuts it back in, down to the 1-yard line. Fletcher is the tailback. He's got the football. He's got some blocking. He's got the touchdown. Ambrose Fletcher his first career touchdown.
Good lineman pulling out right there. The fullback slowed, kicking out, number 15. He gets his pads down nicely right there. Just bullies his way right into the end zone. Now watch him drop the pads properly there. Really good body tilt, bends his knees, wham! Runs right over Springs, number 20.
Academically, and I can concentrate on being a quarterback, and it really has proved to be his benefit.
And that's Stanley Jackson as he gets it near for third down and 1 from the 41-yard line. That is Pepe Pearson, highly touted freshman. Oh, Jackson got some room to run.
Great block there.
And I'll tell you, Jackson's got some first and goal, 9-yard line. Boy, he's hanging in the pocket as long as he can. Finally nailed there. Jackson wants to throw it again, eludes one tackler. Got a man open in the end zone. Couldn't find him. Leaps up in the air, is knocked out at the 6 line. Dwayne Carter was all by himself
in the back of the
end zone. 3rd and 6.
He's gone in.
Yep. Touchdown, Ohio State, and Stanley Jackson.
Well, that's his first touchdown.
To John Cooper. This is the most points given up since 1902 when Michigan beat Ohio State 86-0.
Well, you did the broadcast, didn't you?
1st and 15 from the 26. As across the 30. Third down and 7. McQuarrie, the quarterback, will hand it off to Ambrose Fletcher, and he's close to the first down across the 1st and 10, 42-yard line. And across the 45 and across midfield for Penn State.
Offense and first defense and don't get to play.
Well, they got a couple of road games at Indiana, and boy, I'll tell you, Illinois is always tough in November.
And they have a hell of a defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a heck of a
top defense in the Big Ten as Joe Paterno will take his bows. And what a magnificent effort by the Nittany Lions of Penn State.
I'll tell you this, he said, you know, I never thought this was going to happen. And he's sincere. He really didn't believe this was going to happen.
Scott Turner, the punter, averaged 45 yards on 8 punts, had a career long of 60. Our Finnean Chevrolet player of the game, and Kerry Collins, who had a 19 of 23, 265 yards.